first video in a new series for the state championship reviews. Now, when wrestling takes place, there's 2 wrestlers, but you got to have an official. And I know getting to referee the state tournament in 2020, a lot of work goes in. A lot of people have to vouch that you're good enough, and your referee peers have to say, yes, this person's good enough to referee. I've got Garrett Pikul with me today. Garrett, thanks for being on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Now, how long have you been officiating?
14 years.
14 years, and you are international referee. You in big with USA Wrestling. Kind of just give us a quick background about your refereeing prowess, your pedigree.
Okay, so I've spent 14 years officiating in Kentucky at the high school level. I've also worked my way up, on the freestyle and Greco portion of it in the off season. I am a national category 1, which is the highest category you can obtain in the U.S. And once you obtain that, you do qualify to become an international official. And I'm currently a level 2 international official and have gone on about 4 international trips since 2016.
That's awesome. And you've been to some of the countries you've been to is what?
First trip I got in 2016 was to Sweden. That was a women's tournament. The next year in 2017, I went over to the Ukraine and went to Kiev. That was a Greco and freestyle men's and women's event. 2018, I got to go to Cuba. That was a fun international tournament. And then in 2019, I went to Calgary, Canada, and did a tournament up there as well.
Awesome. Now, Garrett's got to referee numerous Kentucky high school state tournaments, but he's picked out a match that he wanted to watch, and I have the video for it. So we're going to get Garrett's point of view and show you just how much goes in from the officiating side, because everybody wants to be, or everybody thinks that they're right. No matter what the referee does, one side of the crowd is going to be angry, the other side is going to be happy. So we're going to get Garrett's take on a match from 2013. Garrett, you ready to do it?
Let's roll.
Let's do it. So you guys are seeing what we're seeing. We're at the Kentucky Horse Park, Lexington, Kentucky, at the Alltech Arena, 2013 State Wrestling Championships. 160 pounds, Stephen Myers from Campbell County versus Gabriel French from St. Xavier. So you're on the whistle. You have Jason Sidoris as your assistant, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so we're going to hit play and just kind of talk us through it, all right?
Okay.
So when we're neutral, what are you looking for here?
Just trying to get in between both of them, being able to see. That's why I'm moving kind of around. Just making sure, get in good position, try to figure out where they're going to be heading once they try to make a scoring attempt. Get down, look, see, make sure everything's good underneath. Stalemate, come back up, nothing. There we go.
There's a lot that people don't even understand. If you're not familiar, I have a high school wrestling rule video series also on the channel. I have about 50 videos where I cover the rules of high school wrestling. There we go. So there's two.
Just making sure foot went out, came back in, making sure everything's good there.
And that's something too you can tell if a veteran moves is being patient with your call.
Correct.
Like I said, making
sure there's a mat return there, so we're good. Okay. Take there, take him back to the middle. Good there. Okay. In control. Green's got to make an attempt to bring him to the mat. Okay. Drops to a single leg. Still does have to return. Okay. Can't just hang there since he's still in control. Okay. So yeah, warning on Green for not making an attempt to bring him back to the mat there.
One neutral. snap downs going on.
Main thing looking at here is just who's initiating action, who's staying in the center, who's really working, because both guys are kind of being a little hesitant.
And that's something that the rule book can't teach you. Is you might know the rules, but that doesn't mean how to officiate. This is the state finals. These kids are nervous. You know they are. Everybody in the gym or the arena is watching them, and they got a lot on the line here. And you're letting the kids, wrestle. You're not hitting unnecessary calls, trying to make yourself seen. You're letting the kids be out there and let them decide the match. We're out, we're neutral. Got good mechanics.
Big emphasis now versus this is going out of bounds and wanting a more aggressive stalling call, which is a little bit more black and white now than it was probably back then as well.
Right. Alright, so it looks like the start of the third period. Can't get over Jason without the long beard.
Yeah, that was I believe that was probably his first state tournament, and you guys went, this is my second, so. So especially now getting late in the match, probably going to be looking at the guy who's got a lead to make sure he's still active.
Trying for it. There you go. Give him his two.
Game two, the only question there is hands on the mat with reaction time. That's a 50-50 call. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't get it. Just depends on what you're looking at.
Still mate.
Did
Did he let him up?
He did let him up and made it a 1-point match here. And, it was a little interesting here because this was a match where the kid who's winning was an underdog. So this was kind of a little bit of an upset.
In case you're not familiar with Kentucky wrestling, St. Xavier and Campbell County, they're always in the tops of the state rankings every year, team and individual. So you got two powerhouse programs going at it.
And this, if my memory serves me right, this was the match that team score-wise that won St. X's state tournament that year.
St. X got the victory there, decision. All right. So watching it back, any memories? I'm sure you've improved as a referee. Everybody does each year. But looking back on it, does anything draw your memory or?
It's interesting to watch it to see how my mechanics, as far as signaling points and everything, are different. And to be honest, that I've lost quite a bit of weight since that point, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, that's great progress, man. Any closing thoughts to current referees, new officials, fans, coaches? Anything you want to?
Just new guys, just keep working, keep worrying about improving yourself, and you put the time and the effort in, it doesn't go unnoticed, and you'll be rewarded for a lot of hard work.
Well, Garrett, thank you for joining me for the first video in the referee side of it. Got a bunch more of these coming as well. So Garrett was a great way to kick off the series, International Experience, USA Wrestling, Kentucky Wrestling. So that's all we got for the first video with Garrett. We'll see you guys on the mats.